The different types of Agnis mentioned through various treatises can be logically narrowed down to the 13 Agnis mentioned by Charak and 5 Agnis mentioned by Sushrut. Evaluating further, Sushrut's Agnis are nothing different than transformation of entities at the 5 levels of Pitta at their subsequent locations. It does not give a separate approach to understand the concept of Agni devoid of Pitta dosha. Now there is a question as to whether Pitta and Agni are both the same or are different. Does any area exist of Agni without Pitta, or is it that Pitta is Agni? According to Acharya Shushrut, there is no existence of any other Agni in the body without Pitta. Pitta has the attributes of Agni because of which it causes combustion and digestion in the body. In a secondary sense, Pitta itself is called Agni, and hence Sushrut has concluded there is no separate existence of Agni independent of Pitta. But the quotation of Acharya Sushrut, Samadosha Samagnisha, further confuses where it clearly indicates that Pitta dosha and Agni are different. Dalhan, the commentator on Sushrut, has made efforts through pratyaksha or direct observation, anuman or inference, and agama or authoritative scriptures to justify the conclusion drawn by Sushrut that Agni is the same as Pitta. However, Dallan has made a subtle distinction between Agni and Pitta, explaining that Pitta is endowed with taste, attributes, and potency, whereas Agni is devoid of all such qualities. There are certain other views which consider Agni as a subordinate of Pitta, though not distinct from it, which adds to further confusion. These are mentioned by various authors. Acharya Marichi has emphasized that the Agni present in Pitta gives good or bad results when it is normal or disrupted. Acharya Bhoj also considers Pitta as Agni as a digestive fire included within Agni, which is specially meant for different metabolic activities of the body like Pachan, Deepan, etc. Chakrapani Datta, in his commentary on Charak Sahita, further comments on the subordinate relationship as Pittantarkata, which states that the function of Pitta inside the body is not combustion, but its work is to provide heat of Agni. The following references in Ayurvedic texts make a clear distinction between Pitta and Agni. Ghee or clarified butter alleviates Pitta but stimulates Agni. Goat's milk and fish cause aggravation of Pitta but they do not stimulate Agni. Sleeping during the daytime causes aggravation of Pitta but it subdues Agni. Bhav Mishra has given a clear solution to this problem. According to him, it is the Ushna or heating attribute of Pitta which is responsible for its functions like Pachan, Ranjan, and Darshan. Therefore, Agni does not exist independent of Pitta. Pitta, though composed of 5 Mahabhutas, is dominated by Agni and Apaha and bears the characteristic features of both these Mahabhutas. It is the predominance of Agni and reduction of Apaha Mahabhuta which enables Pitta to perform functions like digestion. It is this modified state of Pitta which is called Agni. Though in reality, Pitta and Agni are two different entities, because of their eternal association, in practice, these are treated as synonymous. Agni does not exist independent of Pitta. Pitta, in addition, has Apaha Mahabhuta properties like Drava, Visra, and Adogami, whereas Agni has opposite attributes. Iron vessel is not hot, but when it is heated, a distinction cannot be made between the iron vessel and the heat that emanates from it. Similarly, Agni, though possessed with different properties in a strict sense, cannot be differentiated from Pitta. This Agni, as an inseparable component of Pitta, circulates all over the body through different channels to sustain life, because of which it is called Kaya Agni. In this context, Amar Kosh, gives the definitive synonym of Agni as Apapittam, which should be interpreted as Apaha Rahitam Pittam, which implies that Pitta free from Apaha Mahabhuta should be equated to Agni. I hope this video was informative and made the subject clear. Thank you for watching.